Hi everyone, welcome back to the series for top 10 impossible stocks for the coming year of 2019. I'm just going to go to stock number 4 over here after delaying for a week. Sorry about this, due to some family issues I have to delay it from last week into this week over here, and I'm about to catch the flight, so I'm going to record this just before I head on to the flight itself. Now, before I go to the stock for this week, let's do an update on the 3 stocks that we've covered so far. Right, so these are the 3 stocks that we have done so far. The first stock being AT&T, and that was actually issued on the 5th of November, and we entered the stock over here at a price of about 30.63 on that week itself, and the current price as of 4th of December over here is actually 30.73. So we're sitting right about nicely on the stock itself at the moment. Our second stock was actually ExxonMobil, and that was actually published on the 13th of November, a week after that, and the entry price on that day itself would have been $78, and right now the stock is sitting at about $79.43. Alright, and our final stock, the third stock that we have mentioned so far, is Cardinal Health, right, and that's done on the 21st of November, and the entry price was actually $53.11 on that day, and right now it's sitting about $55.07. Now, let's continue to monitor and see how this turns out as we complete our 10 stocks countdown for the 2019 itself. Now, so all the entry dates are as of the closing price on the published date for the videos itself, and the current price are marked as of 4th of December 2018. Now, so stock number 4 for this week I want to cover is actually Qualcomm. Alright, so Qualcomm over here fits our bill because these are our selection criteria. Qualcomm is actually one of the big tech companies that we have in the world today, right? And revenues over here includes chipsets they're manufacturing right now. If I'm not wrong, the Kirin chipsets for mobile phones, and they also get network royalties from the networks they operate, namely CDMA, 2G, 3G, 4G, and soon 5G. Alright, so they work with telecom companies and collect royalties for the leasing of these networks from the Qualcomm itself. And also, some of you may know or may not know, they actually get royalties from phone companies like Apple itself, and they actually get a cut of every Apple phone that is being sold since the iPhone series has been launched. Now, so being almost a near monopoly when it comes to many of the industries they operate in actually opens up themselves to a lot of lawsuits that comes from governments, as well as actually partnering companies that they're working with as part of a measure to lower the royalty payments that they have to pay to Qualcomm as a company. Now, so all these lawsuits are never seen as good case scenarios, or rather good news over here to any company. So this over here are pretty much very volatile when it comes to Qualcomm as a company. But the potentials are definitely there, and it's a great company to begin with. Now, so all these dark cloud covers or dark cloud issues that we are talking about currently suppresses the stock price from hitting its high over here, and also the failure of the acquisition from Broadcom earlier this year, right, was due to the fact that the deal was shot down by Donald Trump due to security reasons, and that also kind of dampened the stock price a little bit. Now, but there remain no doubts in terms of Qualcomm's ability to generate revenue as a company itself. So we're pretty much sitting on time right now, waiting for the company to settle these issues that is currently outstanding on the company and keeping their stock prices low. Alright, let's move on. Now, so Qualcomm right now is sitting at about 57.73 as of yesterday's night's closing, and these provides low valuation over here, which leads to actually a great dividend that the company is paying right now, which actually amounts to a yield or return on dividend of about 4.26%. Now, at the same time, it's actually also sitting currently towards the middle and the lower end of its 52-week range as well. So these are all favorable things that we think Qualcomm is going to appreciate come 2019, together with the markets over here, despite us not knowing whether the market is going to do well in 2019 itself. Now, so as we look at the financials over the last 10 years, revenue trend has been pretty much strong, right, and growing as well. So that's a good sign over here in terms of what we want from a company, and that's the simplicity that we look for also in IMP as a whole itself with our stocks. Now, just as the last one, going to our valuator over here. So looking at our valuator, the impossible stock filters that we have built based on a 5-year valuation model and a 1-year valuation model points towards green over here, which is pretty much very undervalued in terms of our criteria and our filters. Now, so all these point towards telling us that 2019 Qualcomm is going to do well as a company, and it's definitely one stock that we want to add to our top 10 stocks for the coming year ahead. Alright, now, so that's all for stock number 4 that I want to mention. Alright, now, so for these reasons listed in the presentation, we actually think that Qualcomm is going to do well in 2019. So there are many current issues that continue to unsettle investors. So all we're doing is waiting for these issues to settle out and clear out for the buy side pressure to kick in. Alright, now, so this is our 4th stock over here out of 10 that we're going to cover before 2019 begins, and I'll probably try to cover number 5, which is actually due for this current week as well, ahead of us. Now, so if you like this video, do leave a comment over here, and also leave a comment if there's any video ideas that you'd like me to cover as well, or towards the last few weeks that we have in 2018 itself. Now, do subscribe to the channel if you want to find out what are the next 6 stocks that we'll be covering as part of our Impossible Investors community, alright, before 2019 comes to us. Alright, thank you very much for viewing this video right until the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video over here, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, thank you. See ya. I'm gonna catch my flight now.